Hello, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my kitting up of this diamond painting. It's of this stained glass rose. It's a 40 by 50 from Radiant Round DIY. It cost $18 and it is a poured glue canvas with rhinestones, and there are DMCs. And there's 26 colors. So what's it called? Here's the original thumbnail in case. Oops. Okay. So yeah, I am going to kit them up in this 56 grid container storage. I would ordinarily probably kit this up in a Harbor Freight container, but well, I kind of am using all of them. So yeah, that's what happens, I guess. So I am gonna make labels. It did come with an inventory sheet, but the DMCs were really far away from the symbols, so I did kind of do this like taping thing. I hope it still works to make labels. Oh yeah, if you watched my unboxing, I did complain a lot about how dark the symbols are. Like, I don't know if you could tell that, like, there's a heart, a black heart in there, but if you look at the code, it has a white heart, and I was like, what? That just seemed weird. So I don't know if there was a disconnect between this color code and how it actually got printed, but yeah, I just thought that was weird, that all the darks, I was complaining about the symbols being very dark, and it would be hard for someone like me who does not use a light pad, but their symbol code here has the symbols in white, and it would have been much better if it was like that. So yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what kind of printing Radiant Round does, but yeah, I just thought that was weird. So yeah. So I am gonna cut this out to make labels. I was thinking when I saw that this thing was so far, like, it was so far apart, I was thinking of just cutting from this, from the canvas, but I was like, can I put 2 in? Yeah, I think I can. So 26, so 13 is 666, so that should be the middle. So oh wait, that's why I was like, there's this extra part that says DMC, don't need that. I was like, why is one taller than the other? Okay. So gonna make the stickers from this. Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna be much harder to cut this with but yeah, man, the backing of this feels weird. Oh well. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, gonna make the stickers, but I'll just cut them out when I need to. Let's see. So let's see. Will I be able to? I might have to cut them out as I go. But yeah. Okay. So they did come in the baggies. I know you can ordinarily just diamond paint directly from the baggies, but I don't like to. I have plenty of storage, so why not make a use of it? And I actually find, I think I diamond paint faster when I diamond paint in the containers, so instead of just using the baggies, so I'm using the baggies. I mean, I'm using the containers. So 154. So what's nice about this is I'm hoping actually all all of the drills will fit in this. The last time I tried to do a 40 by 50 in these, it was kind of a tight fit, or I don't think I was able to get them all in. But that one also had way more colors. So I'm hoping with this having actually fewer colors, I won't need as many containers, because even if I am using two like this one, I'm hoping they'll all fit, because I won't have like a couple with just like a little bit. That's my hope. Okay. Sticking to the sides of the baggie. Okay. I don't know if that's static or just because it's just sticking to the sides. Doesn't seem like static, but I was hoping to go get over all this static stuff now that it's maybe not as wintry. It's still winter. What am I talking about? It is still winter, but I was hoping that there'll be much less static now, but that may not be the case. Or maybe it's just these bags are so big that there's just too much surface area for the drills to stick to on the sides of these bags. Yeah, see, now it's getting stuck where the zip. See, this is why I don't like working out of the baggies. It's just so much effort to take them out and so much effort to put them back in. So 208. Okay, so yeah, what was I gonna talk about during this? Man, that's a really small symbol. So yeah, oh, wait, there's a rogue drill here. I'm gonna just throw that away. But yeah, so I have been really getting into these rhinestone diamond paintings. So far I've only done 2. This is my first one that's actually relatively big, as in 40 by 50. The other 2 that I did were 30 by 40s. So, and, oh, see, this is why I don't like working out of baggies. It's just so hard to pour. And I think I am getting a lot of static. And I went and froze these, so I don't know, so, or maybe it doesn't seem like static. I think it's just, they're just stuck to the side. Like, it's not, like they're coming out, they're just stuck to the side. So yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I've been wanting to do more of these rhinestone kits because although it might not be as detailed as if you did like a normal drill diamond painting, it has a different kind of beauty, I think. And what was I? Oh yeah, it has a different kind of beauty, and when you actually drill with them, they're actually really, really beautiful when you're drilling with them. So it actually is fun to drill with the rhinestones. Is this black a rhinestone? It has the silver backing, but it doesn't look, you know, clear like rhinestones are. So I'm thinking the black, but it does have like the flat top that rhinestones have. So these 310s are a little bit different. Man, I'm hoping I have enough boxes to contain everything, because I'm only at like what, the 4th color, and I'm already making use of a lot of these containers. So maybe just these early ones have a lot. But yeah, I have been getting a lot of these rhinestone kits because although the very first one I was like, I don't know about this. After you look at it a while, you're just like, you know, it's like, it's pretty, but in a different way. So it's pretty, but in a different way. So it's just like another way of diamond painting. Like how I like to switch from squares to round, because although rounds are easier and they're more sparkly, the squares like do that whole like nicely fitting together, and they shimmer instead of being sparkly. So they're kind of just have like a different type of beauty. So I don't be like, no, I'm only doing squares, I'm only doing rounds. I kind of switch back and forth. I think it's good to add the variety. And so yeah, this year I did buy a good amount of some rhinestone kits. So just for the variety, like, and they are like I said, a different kind of prettiness. So yeah, if you just kind of look at the final product, like how, and you don't compare it to normal drills, they do have a different prettiness to it. And I actually really like embellishing non-rhinestone kits with leftover rhinestones. I think I think it's much easier than embellishing with ABs. ABs are pretty, but I just don't like drilling them. They're just drilling ABs is just so much more effort, just because of that whole, like, it likes to stick to your pen, and then yeah, while pretty, drilling a lot of ABs is tedious, and I think you get a good effect from also enhancing your diamond painting with rhinestones too. And rhinestones don't have the same problem as ABs do, so. Man, it's not gonna fit. I only have a little bit left. Man, I hope I don't run out of containers. But yeah, I do like enhancing diamond paintings with the rhinestones because, one, they're easier to drill, and two, they have like this pretty, like, they do have like this weird, like, reflecting shine to them. So oh, that's a different color. So yeah, what else was I going to talk about during this kitting up? So you see, the thing is, I can talk. I have no problem talking. It's just coming up with the talking point is the hardest part about doing these, like, real-time, like, I guess, kit and chats, is what am I going to talk about? Oh, no. Okay. So while I'm looking at this, while I'm picking this up, I'm looking at the cover plastic of this Radiant Round diamond painting. If anyone from Radiant Round is watching this video, seriously, get better cover paper. It is so thin. It's so thin that it's so hard to put back without it being like this massive wrinkle. I mean, I don't normally diamond paint with the clear cover. I will cover this with, what's it called? I do keep all my, like, cover sheets from, like, double-sided adhesive, and then I just cut them into strips of like sizes that I like to work on in a day. So I will end up recovering this with the opaque covers, but man, just this, me trying to, like, put the cover paper back on this, it was, without it, like, looking all this ugliness, it was hard, and it still looks ugly. So yeah, Radiant Round, maybe get a manufacturer that has thicker cover paper. Although, I mean, in the end, as long as the cover paper does what it needs to do, doesn't need to be that thick. But yeah, it is inconvenient. So yeah. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I was thinking, like, since this is a stained glass rose, I recently watched on Netflix this show called, I think it was Blown Away, and it's a competition of glass blowing. So they have, like, I don't remember how many, let's just say 10. They have, like, several contestants come in, and one by one they do get eliminated from the contest, and each I guess episode is a different, like, theme. So what's it called? So this reminds me of it, since, you know, stained glass and they were doing glass blowing, but man, those people had talent. Like, they could make things out of glass that looks almost exactly like the original thing. So, and man, glass blowing just looks really hard. Like, so I did, okay, so once upon a time I did have a Groupon, which I don't know if anyone knows what a Groupon is. It's just like, it's a coupon you could get online or something for a discounted price or some. And so it was a Groupon for a glass blowing, I guess, experience. So you pay a certain amount, like if you pay for higher amount, you get a bigger glass piece, and then the lower amounts, you get like a smaller glass piece. So this was back when I lived in Seattle, and Seattle does actually have a glass museum. I forgot what it's called. It's right next to the Space Needle. But yeah, they do have a glass, they do have like a couple places that do glass blowing. So I go get this Groupon, and I buy the cheapest one. So all I think I'm gonna get is like the cheapest one. Like I think you could get like a pumpkin or something, a small like pumpkin, like yay big. I was just gonna get a candy dish because I was gonna use it to hold candy on my dining room table, not dining room table, my coffee table. So then I go there and I'm thinking I'm gonna make a little candy dish. So I sit on the bench. There's the person helping me do it because, you know, it's not like I'm gonna do it all. So I'm sitting there minding my own business, and while I'm sitting at the bench while the person is getting my stuff ready, glass, like some other person put some, like a rod of, like, I don't know if you've seen glass blowing. There's like, they put the glass on a rod and then they put it in the furnace and then they turn it on the rod. Well, someone put a rod in some water, like relatively near me. So, but apparently there must have been some glass left on the rod. So what happened is when you put really hot glass into like cold water, it will like splatter. And well, I just happened to be in the line of glass splattering, so some of the glass actually hit my face, and then I started bleeding. I mean, it was just a tiny cut. Like, I didn't even scar from it. But, so then I started bleeding, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm bleeding. So then, yeah, the attendant takes me to the bathroom. I'm like bleeding there, and then I mean, it eventually goes away. It wasn't a big cut. So then, like, I'm guessing the bigger boss was like, do you want, like, I think they were afraid I would, like, sue them because America's very, very sue happy, you know. And I was like, it's an accident. I work in a lab. Things like this happen. So then they offered to make me something bigger. So yeah, I ended up getting upgraded. I was very tempted. Like, they did have a thing where they would make a flower on a stem. I was very tempted to get that, but at the time I was living in a room renting in a house, so I didn't really have a place to put it. So I ended up getting a bigger candy dish. Like, it was big, it was huge, and then they did like this embellishment on it. But yeah, so yeah, glass blowing is a dangerous, what do you call that, profession. Like, you're working with hot furnaces, you're working with melted, like, glass that is super, super hot, and things happen, you know. So yeah. Okay, so during my glass thing, I was thinking, I'm gonna be like really, really making it, but you know, you need real experience to make it. So what I ended up getting to do was, I got to choose my colors. I got to turn the glass in the furnace a couple times. I got to roll the glass onto colored glass so that they could add the color. It was like a weird colored, like, sandy kind of stuff. So, I mean, glass, I guess, is made from melted sand, right? So it was like this, like, powdered glass of different colors, and that's how they add the colors to the to the glass. So then, yeah, I did get to do like some turning, but most of it was me just watching them do it in front of me. Because yeah, you can't expect someone with zero experience to actually do this glass blowing stuff. So yeah, they would, and that rod that has the glass on it, that thing is actually pretty heavy. So these people have to be like buff to do glass blowing. But yeah, and then I got my big candy dish, and I was happy with the experience, but I just thought it was funny. I came in there thinking I was gonna get a little dinky, like teeny tiny, like candy dish, and then I ended up getting like this massive candy bowl. But yeah, that's my experience with glass blowing. So back to the Netflix series. So the Netflix series Blown Away has all these people. So it came up because I had watched season 1 previously. So this was season 2 that I had watched recently. And what's it called? They were making a big deal that they got foreigners to come in, and I was like, yeah, their foreigners were like someone from Canada and someone from the UK and someone from Australia. How foreign is that? Oh, they did have someone from Japan, so maybe that is a little bit more. But I was like, come on, America, really? A bunch? No, but I'm just making fun of how they were like, oh, I have to be representing Canada, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, so yeah, the competition does have people get eliminated one by one, but I give kudos to these people in just like, they give them like 5 hours to make something, and then they make something super intricate, and then you see sometimes where they fall off and then they break, and you're just like, but yeah, it is a highly entertaining, I thought, series. I also kind of wondered, like, did they tape this during the coronavirus thing? Like, I've been wondering that a lot when I've been watching things on what's it called, Netflix. Is like, was this pre-COVID and they just been like spacing them out so that it doesn't seem like they have no new content, or are they still doing a lot of recording during the whole COVID issues? But yeah, but yeah, I watched Blown Away while I was diamond painting. Probably not the best thing to watch because you actually kind of have to look at it. So then I would be diamond painting, and I mean, most of the time during the portions where they were working on things, but then I would be like watching it. So I don't think I got that much diamond painting done during that time. But what's it called? But I thought it was very entertaining, and I really loved how a lot of the artwork, I didn't get some of them because this I don't remember them doing it the first season, but the second season they had more stranger themes, I thought. So or maybe the glass blowers are a little bit more like eccentric. Is that the right word? So then I'm like, I don't know about what they were trying to accomplish, because see, I'm kind of one of those ones who like art when it looks very similar to what it's supposed to be in real life. Abstract, while pretty, sometimes I'm just like, well, it doesn't seem like it would take that much skill to do something abstract, because, you know, it doesn't have to look exactly like the original item. So, I don't know. It probably takes just as much skill to make the abstract thing, but to me, abstract diamond paintings, or not the abstract, like, art is harder for me to gauge whether it's good or not, just because you're just like looking and you're like, okay, that looks pretty, but that thing, look, it looks so much like the original thing. So but yeah, no, these artists, like, kudos to them. They are putting their blood, sweat, and tears into the art form. Like, I think I forgot what they called it. Like, during the show, they made it seem like that glass blowing was like I forgot. It was, but they made it like, it was more like, it was like one of the hardest art forms just because it takes so much toll on you physically since, like I said, when I was doing the glass blowing, there's the rod that they put the glass on. That thing was heavy. The molten glass was heavy. What's it called? It's hot in there with all the heat coming out. Like one small move could break something. So yeah, these people are like athletes. The people who are doing the glass blowing, they're not just like sitting on their butt like, or I don't know. You know, it's a very physical kind of art. So kudos to them. I am not very artistic, and that's why I really do like this diamond painting, because someone else, I guess, rendered the picture, and it makes me feel like I am artistic even though I'm not. I mean, I had to, so during high school, I had to take some sort of art class, and well, I knew I couldn't draw, so I wasn't gonna do the drawing class, and so I ended up taking sculpture because I figure I could make something 3D, right? And you know, it doesn't require that much drawing. Well, sucks for me because apparently you had to draw sculptures. Part of it was we had to do a report on like a sculpture, like a sculptor, and you know, like I think we had to do it like every other week or something. We had to do one, and we had to draw one of their sculptures. So yeah, thanks a lot, sculpture. But I mean, I got by. Like I ended up kind of cheating on how to draw because I can't draw. So what I ended up doing was like I would end up like making a copy of the picture of the sculpture, and then I would, what's it called? Kind of not necessarily trace it, but I would put like pencil lead on the back of the printed picture, and then I would put it on top of my like white piece of paper that I would draw on, and then I would trace the outline of the sculpture in on top. So like it would be kind of like a carbon copy of it with me just tracing it on front. Because that I could do that, but ask me to freestyle any picture, nope, not gonna happen. So yeah, that's what I end up doing. And then like the shading, that's just so hard. Like I tried. I mean, I think I accomplished it pretty well, I think. So, but yeah, no, that's the amount of sculpture and drawing I could do. So diamond painting makes me feel like I'm doing art without having to have the skill. So, so thank you, diamond painting, for making me feel like I'm crafty without being crafty, and for all this like having to organize things, because I swear I think half the reason I like diamond painting so much is just because I get to do all of this organization of the drills. Well, you know, I actually am able to fit everything, and I think this needs to go into 2, so I think I'm just gonna put this in the next one. So yeah, these containers can fit a 40 by 50 as long as it doesn't have like too many colors. But man, what is that symbol? Is that like a backwards 2? Is that an upside down 5? Oh, it's an S. It looks like a backwards 2. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, but it's actually an S. So, but yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, thank you, diamond painting, for giving me an artistic outlet without having to be really artistic. Because, yeah, I don't have that talent, but I can apparently put a bunch of little jewels onto a canvas, so it allows me to feel like I'm artsy without having to actually be artsy. So I'm glad I found this hobby. even if I've gone a little crazy doing the hobby, but I'm glad I found it. Okay, so there it is, all kitted up. I'm actually happy to know that this thing can hold a 40 by 50. The last time I tried kitting up something 40 by 50 in one of these, I actually ran out of containers, but I think that was because there was like 40 colors and this one only had 26. So yeah, there it is all kitted up. All right, thank you for watching and happy diamond painting. Bye.